Hello, it's Christine Faulkner with Cava and Faulkner, Elk Grove Living Trust lawyer, Sacramento estate planning and will attorney. And today we're going to talk about doing business with a law firm in 2021 in the COVID world, and hopefully soon to be the post-COVID world. So if you've never worked with a lawyer before and you're wondering, well, how do they do business and how long do things take? What should I expect? I wanted to tell you some of the things that developed in 2020 last year during COVID, that many of which may be obvious, but some of which may not be obvious when it comes to working with an estate planning lawyer. So maybe you don't have any kind of planning at all, and you've been thinking last year or this year, now is the time that I probably need to do something in terms of putting in place a will, a trust, incapacity planning, like your power of attorney, healthcare directive. Maybe you need to name guardians because you have minor children, and you're thinking now is a good time after COVID. We've been in COVID for a year. I'm ready to actually take some action and start looking into this. So for us, one of the things that immediately happened, along with the rest of the world, is we went virtual. And so now that things are starting to open up and more people are getting vaccine and COVID is on the decline, at least for now, we're still doing meetings virtually. So mostly we're meeting people on Zoom for our meetings. And I think for the most part, people are really happy with that. They don't have to take the time to travel to our office anymore they don't have to sit in a commute. They don't have to get out of work early. Maybe they can actually do something on their lunch hour or extend their lunch hour to have a meeting. So it's super convenient to be able to meet virtually. And we will continue doing that in the future. We're kind of deciding what our practice is going to look like going forward as COVID is on the decline, whether we're going to have a hybrid practice, probably will, where for those people who it's really important that they meet with us in person, we do have an office. We have a lovely office, and we'll welcome folks who feel that face-to-face meeting is still super important. They're willing to commute or come from wherever they're coming from to get to the office to meet with us, then we will welcome them for that. But I imagine a majority of our clients will, from this point forward, likely want to meet virtually. And we have that process dialed in. We have a 3-meeting process, and all of our meetings are virtual. We communicate on a regular basis, both before our meetings and in between our meetings. We have videos and tutorials that we give to folks. So hopefully they always feel that they're in the loop. They're never kind of scratching their heads wondering, what's the next step? What am I going to do? And that's all come about during COVID, having to learn how to communicate with people in a way that now makes sense, which is very different than before 2020. So we're definitely meeting people virtually, both now and going forward in the future. And of course, if you're local, or if you really find high value in that, face-to-face meeting, then we're happy to meet you that way as well. It's taken us a while, but we're actually moving to Docusign. And so it's a little different program, but we are able to communicate with our clients and have them sign paperwork online. So you don't have to download any documents. You can sign it right on your computer, basically open up your email, be able to sign necessary documents and get them back to us. Now, there is one exception to that, and that is your planning documents. You do still have to come in to execute those because California still requires an in-person notarization. So the notary has to be in the same room with you, and in-person witnessing. So no matter who our clients are, we are still asking that they come in to execute the documents, but it's a quick meeting. And that's the only time during the process that we're actually having clients come in, because the state of California requires that in order to have valid documents. Otherwise, we are delivering to your door your final documents. And so we can still continue seamlessly to meet with you online. with no travel, no fuss, no muss, as they say, or as they said in the day. So we really are enjoying all of the time saving all the way around, both with ourselves. We find there to be a big time savings, and I think our clients are loving not having to commute, which means that we can serve clients in a much broader radius. I can now work with clients all over California. The notarization and witnessing part is a little bit of a hiccup, but we can easily figure that out for clients that are a little bit further away from us. And the nice thing is that we've been able to expedite our process. And so if you are wanting something done sooner rather than later, we're in the best position we ever have been to be able to get your planning completed within a quicker time frame. On average, it used to be about 8 weeks from start to finish, and now we've pared that down to 4 to 6 weeks, and sometimes even more quickly, depending on what your needs are. So yes, we are totally living in a virtual world, and we have dialed in our practice to be able to serve people in a very digital, virtual way, which still has a high level of personal touch. Absolutely, but doesn't require you to spend your money on gas or your time commuting to get to us in order to accomplish a great goal, which is to complete your planning and to have a very robust plan and hopefully make you feel really great about being able to check this off your list, that you have completed this and you know that you have a robust plan. So living in the virtual world in 2021, that is kind of where we're at, and we hope that that resonates with you. Thanks so much for tuning in to The Daily with Christine. Subscribe to our channel if you like our content and like our videos. Let YouTube know that we're doing a good job. Tell us what you'd like to hear about, and we're so happy to complete or prepare content around what you would like to hear about. Take care and see you soon. Bye.